Reading comments in the middle of the night, and here's what you write. I just had a fat McDonald's. Okay, I'm not sure why you're telling me that, but thanks for sharing, I guess. What else do you say here? I didn't eat the animals. Oh, that's great. So you chose the vegan option? That's wonderful. Listen, just be really careful when you go to places like that because sometimes they might have a vegetarian burger, but it might not be vegan, so it might still have eggs in it. So you got to be careful. It might also have some milk in it, you know? And also make sure that when you get some mayo, that's vegan because a lot of times the mayo has eggs in it. So you really have to ask properly. And I'm not sure that McDonald's is doing anything like that yet. Now, maybe you got some fries, and I guess the fries are probably vegan. I don't know. I haven't been in McDonald's for a really, really long time, so I don't know what they have. Somebody told me that they have an apple pie there that's vegan, so that might be good. And maybe you got yourself a salad with some balsamic vinegar dressing. That would be good, but just make sure you don't put any dead corpses on the salad. Otherwise, it's not vegan. Now, another thing that you're talking about is overpopulation. So listen, I don't know if you realize this, but all of the animals that end up at McDonald's have been bred into existence. That means they were forced to exist by humans. They were raped into existence. That means a male was touched inappropriately, his sperm was stolen, and that was injected into a female who was tied up. It's really sexual assault. There's no other way to describe it. It's evil and it's wrong, at least in my opinion. I wouldn't want anybody to do that to somebody that I love. Would you? Right, so if we know that sexual assault is wrong, then we should never go to McDonald's because we're paying for these cycles of violence to continue. The animals that are there in all of these restaurants and inside the grocery stores have all been bred into existence, and they are far from our sight. They're in these giant sheds, and a lot of the animals never see the sun. There are no windows in there. There is nothing to do except go crazy. There are twice as many chickens on the planet as there are humans, for example, and we don't see them because they are in these sheds, and they are forced to be bred, and so their bodies are like Frankenstein inventions where they cannot even stand up properly, and they grow so fast that they are just in pain. There's no other way to say it. Their joints hurt, their muscles hurt, and then they are murdered. So essentially, anytime that you are eating animals, you are eating pain and suffering, not just at the moment of death, but throughout the entire life of the animals. And it's just so easy to be vegan. It's just a matter of going to buy all the other options that don't involve any cruelty. So vegans don't steal from animals. We don't steal their eggs. We don't steal their milk. We don't steal their freedom. We don't steal their bodies. We don't steal their lives. Now, I know it's a lot to take in. It's very hard to grasp all of this because we like to think that our parents are good people, that our teachers are good people, and that the government is good. But the reality is that everybody has been brainwashed, and we really need to change society if we're going to change and try to be a compassionate world and also to save the planet. On the left side of the screen here, you see that I have listed some documentaries that every vegan has seen. The first one is Earthlings, and this was made many years ago. It's quite the tearjerker. It is something definitely that was one of the clicks to help me to decide to be vegan. Now, I say it takes 100 clicks to become vegan. That means it takes 100 light bulb moments where you get the message in your head and in your heart. But today, you're at the right place to start, so I'm very proud of you for being here. Another documentary is called Cowspiracy, and another one Seaspiracy, and another one Dominion Movement. All of these are necessary watching. They are the homework. Forks Over Knives is another great movie, and so is The Game Changers. The Game Changers is actually all about health and about vegan athletes. It will show you how strong you can be, how muscular you can be, and how you can get protein from plants. What the Health is another fascinating documentary. where they reveal the different corruption that goes on in many different organizations. And Dairy is Scary is one that I promote often on my lives. It's only 5 minutes long, so it's really a quick watch. And it's pretty sad to see what happens to these baby cows, that they are stolen from their mothers and that they are murdered if they are boys. Their skin is ripped off of them. It is absolutely heartbreaking to see mothers and babies separated. And that's actually what you're paying for every time that you eat cheese or yogurt or drink cow's milk. So a much better thing to do is to start looking at vegan options. So Google vegan options. Do it with a friend if you want to. Start to buy more and more vegan groceries. Crowd your plate with them and crowd out the death. Thanks a lot for being here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to do so. Let's learn together. Thanks so much for being here. Take care. Have a great vegan life.